Namaste HF Yogis. Thank you for joining us today for your series of postures to practice at home. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Enjoy. So triangle pose, coming to the side of your mat with your feet about 5 hand spans apart. Breathing in, bringing the arms in line with the shoulders and turning the left foot out, making sure that the heel of the left foot is in line with the arch of the right. Then turning the head to look over the left fingertips, breathing in and coming down into a lunge, into Warrior Two. Then breathing in, bringing the left elbow onto the left knee. The right arm is on the body and breathing out. Breathing in, rolling that shoulder back, opening up through the chest. So we're stretching through the abductors, we're stretching down the side of the body here. Breathing in, bringing the left hand to the calf, the ankle, or down to the floor. This is side angle pose, so we're looking for a nice angle from the heel right through to the head in this position. Steve's flexibility is quite good through his legs, so you can see he's getting a nice angle. If you come back up to just below the knee for me. Even in that position, it's quite a straight angle. If you're finding that you're getting a bit too much bend, then just reducing the stretch by bringing the arm up the leg. So returning down to the ground. So full ankle pose. And breathing in, coming back to Warrior Two. We come to Warrior Two to give the legs a bit of a rest from the intensity of the pose. So breathing in, bringing the left elbow onto the knee. Exhaling, breathing in and rolling that right shoulder back, opening through the chest. Breathing in, bringing the left hand down to the calf, the ankle or the foot. This time the right arm straight up in the air. Palm facing forward. So we're opening through the chest, trying to get a nice straight line from the fingertips through to the other fingertips. And then breathing in, bringing the right arm in front of the body, windmilling in front of the body and bringing it up in line with the ear. This is extended angle pose, so we're extending the angle now from the fingertips to the heel. Then breathing in, bringing the right arm in front of the body, windmilling it around and coming up into Warrior Two. And that's the end of the posture. We'll repeat on the other side. Triangle pose. Coming to the side of your mat with your feet 5 hand spans apart. Turning the left foot out and keeping the heel of the left foot in line with the arch of the right foot. Breathing in, bringing the arms in line with the shoulders and exhaling. Turning the head to look over the fingertips. Breathing in, keeping the legs where they are and reaching to the wall with the fingertips bending through the waist as far as possible. Breathing in here, and as you exhale, bringing the left hand down to the left leg, lifting the right arm up in the air. So we're really working into the abductors in this pose. It's quite strong also through the back, through the side. And breathing in, coming back into upright position, looking over the left fingertips, and repeating on the other side. So this posture is Secha Bandhasan, or the bridge posture. Bringing the feet to the floor with the knees apart, feet about hip distance apart, so a little bit closer. Hands are beside the body with the palms facing downward. Warming into this pose, we'll breathe in and lift the hips from the floor. And as we exhale, dropping the hips back down to the floor. Breathing in and lifting, exhaling and lowering. And just take the warm up as slow or as fast as you need to. Energizing the muscles of the back and the spine. Engaging the muscles in the thighs and the calves. And then on the next inhalation, raising the hips, keeping them there, walking the feet back towards the body. Bringing the arms underneath the body and clasping the fingers together underneath the buttocks. And pressing down into the mat with the forearms. Breathing in, lifting the hips a little higher. The chin's tucked into the chest in this posture, stimulating the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. We're working into the back and the spine, as I previously mentioned, and also opening through the chest and working strongly into the arms to hold the posture. Now breathing in and unlocking the hands and bringing them up over the head to rest on the floor, palms facing upward. Breathing in, lifting the hips a little higher. And as you exhale, bring the hands to an upright position so the fingertips are pointed to the ceiling. Breathing in, lifting the hands toward the ceiling so the fingertips are a little higher. And as you exhale, leaving the hands where they are and slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Really bringing the attention into the back. And only once the hips are in a final resting position on the mat, slowly bringing the arms down by your side. Lunge variation. Breathe in, bring the left foot in between the hands. And exhaling, checking the lunge positioning is right for you, making sure that the front knee is over the heel. Breathing in, bringing the left hand on the inside of the thigh. And exhaling here, just releasing the body into the lunge, feeling the stretch through the hip. Now breathing in, lifting the right hand off the floor, opening up through the chest, fingertips pointed towards the ceiling. Palm is facing forward. We're just increasing the stretch in the hip here and also working into the thoracic area. Breathing in, lifting up through the fingertips and breathing out, bringing the right hand down to the floor. Breathing in, stepping the left hand up to the outside of the foot. And as you breathe out, bringing the left knee back onto the floor, coming back to all fours before starting on the other side. Next posture is a low lunge with a quad stretch. Breathing in, bringing the right foot forward in between the hands. And exhaling, dropping into that lunge. Breathing in, lifting the left foot off the floor, up behind you, and taking hold of the left foot with the right hand. Again, working into the thoracic area, opening through the chest. This time, getting the stretch down through the quadricep. Holding in this position, breathing normally, and after your last exhalation, returning the left foot to the floor, the right hand to the floor, and bringing that knee back into an all fours position before starting on the other side. Second variation of the lunge with the quad stretch, breathing in, bringing the left foot forward in between the hands, and then coming over onto the left hip. Supporting the torso with the left hand and lifting up through the chest, breathing in, and bending the right knee behind you, taking hold with the right hand. Taking the stretch down into the quadricep muscle in this position. If this variation is also too much for you, just coming into a 90-90 stretch. So the front knee will be at a right angle and the back leg at a right angle. The body is facing the front leg with the arms on either side of the foot, coming up tall on the chest and extending through from the waist, just taking the stretch into the hip for this position. This is also a variation that's good if you have any knee issues. Don't take variation 1 or 2, take this stretch. And breathing in, coming up to an upright position before starting on the other side. The next posture is upward facing dog. So beginning in downward facing dog, breathing in and pushing forward through the chest, coming into a position with the chest lifted, the legs parallel to the floor. Then placing the fronts of the feet onto the floor and lifting again through the chest. Finishing off this pose with a counter pose of Shashankarsan, so bringing the knees to the floor, big toes together and pushing back into Shashankarsan. Stretching through the back and the spine, stretching the arms out along the floor. One-legged forward bend. Breathing in and turning the body to face the right foot. Arms are on either side of the leg. Breathing in, lifting a little taller. And as you exhale, bending from the waist, gently coming down over the thigh. Trying not to round out through the back. This may be difficult depending on your level of flexibility. Rather than rounding, lifting as Steve's done through the head and keeping the neck in a neutral position, so just tucking the head down a little there. And then just using the breath to lift through the crown of the head and lengthen through the body as you exhale, coming down towards the thigh. Then breathing in, bringing the body back to the center, the arms on either side of the body, and exhaling before starting on the other side. Recline twist. Twisting is important for the health of your back and spine. So bringing your feet to the floor, your knees bent, and then positioning the feet as wide as your mat, so wider than your hips. Bringing the arms on the floor in line with the shoulders. Breathing in and filling the belly, and as you exhale, dropping the knees over to the right side, just as far as they'll go. Breathing in again, and as you exhale, turning the head over to the left. And then breathing normally, relaxing into the posture. Breathing in, bringing the head and the knees to the center. And exhaling, dropping the knees over to the left. Breathing in and turning the head to look over the right arm. And again, relaxing into the posture with the breath. After your last exhalation, breathing in, bringing the head and the knees to the center. And just hugging the knees to the chest to finish the pose. Thanks very much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed the postures. Remember to practice them with the breath and with awareness in the body. Namaste. Tilting from the waist.
You might need to start the triangle whole thing again.
Tilting.
How do I tilt?
Triangle pose, sorry.
Holding the chest up tall with the left hand. Breathing in and taking